This is me nearly 5 years ago. Today, September 26th, 2010, I created the YouTube channel I called BeefyPenguin9. Little did I know that 5 years later, I continued to be creating videos for it, with a couple thousand subscribers watching, and my brother working with me. Things on the channel have changed since I first created the channel. Club Penguin has changed, and I have definitely changed. So today, I'm going to give you my life story about how it all came to be. I was born on August 16th of 2001 in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. I have 2 older sisters and 1 older brother. My family had moved from Cambridge, Minnesota in 1997 because my dad, who is a pastor, had gotten a call to serve at a different church in Alberta. Growing up, my siblings and I were homeschooled, so I didn't have a typical childhood. I mostly got to know other kids from going to my church. In addition to growing up, I also played my fair share of video games, most of which were on the GameCube and Nintendo 64. This would allow me to get prepared for Club Penguin. The first time I heard of YouTube was from one of our friends at the church we attended. This was around 2006, so right when YouTube was starting to become popular. I didn't get into it at first, but my brother ZJ did. This would then lead to me starting my own channel in the future. Speaking of the future, when I was 6, my dad got another call to serve as a pastor in another church, which was back in the United States. My dad accepted it and we moved back to the States. This new church had a school as part of it, so I began attending grade school there. It was a pretty big shift going from homeschooling to a more traditional school, but I made the change and graduated from it not too long ago this year. My school is important to my channel because it's where I first discovered Club Penguin. My school is pretty small, 50 students in total. The school had a computer lab, and since I lived pretty close to the school, I would sometimes play on the computers in the lab with my friends and other classmates. A lot of the times, we shared different online games we would play with each other, and someone shared a game called Club Penguin with me. They had me create an account and showed me all of what you could do. I thought it was an awesome game, and I continued to play it. Around this time, it was 2008, ZJ had been keeping up with YouTube and decided to create his own videos. He got a digital camera for Christmas and began his channel, which he named GameKid37. He only uploaded 4 videos in total. The 2 biggest were him showing off his Nintendo GameCube and Wii collections. He eventually closed the channel and had a handful of channels that focused on different things, which never really went anywhere. These videos, however, inspired me to create my channel around 2 years later on September 26, 2010. With the help of my dad being the advisor for the channel, I started uploading my own videos, which were of course Club Penguin themed. I had stayed up to date with the game since I first played it in 2008, and I collected a number of Club Penguin products, some of which were a few of the figurines from the toy line. I had seen videos from other YouTubers making videos using the toys where they provided voices and a story. I thought it was cool, so I made my own. I also did a few reviews of the Club Penguin playsets. ZJ had helped me out in a few videos, holding the camera in most. He was called Toy197 at the time, because that's what his channel was. He eventually became a part of BeefyPenguin9 in a big way when he helped make the Robot Malfunction series. ZJ is also into stop-motion animation, and had made some prior to doing this series. He thought it'd be cool to make a stop-motion using Club Penguin toys, and one day we sat down and made the Robot Malfunction Part 1. Originally, it was only supposed to be a one-time video, but he thought it'd make a great series, so we turned it into a 4-parter. It took a total of 7 months to finish up the series, and we eventually decided to make another stop-motion, the air hockey game, which became one of our most viewed videos. Our plan was to continue to make Club Penguin themed stop motions, and we did that with Herbert's Day Off. That was released on January 6th of 2013. But it didn't happen. I believe we just lost interest, and time was a big factor. ZJ was already going to boarding school and only had time to work on the weekends, so I decided to say goodbye to the channel and let it remain on YouTube, and hope my videos would still be found of interest to some people. About a whole year later, things picked up again for BeefyPenguin9. Both ZJ and I were on Christmas break and had some free time. ZJ had talked about bringing BeefyPenguin9 back, but I never took him seriously. Until January 4th of 2014, when ZJ, still called Toy197, walked into my room and started asking me questions, like where I had been. Nothing in the video was planned, and I didn't know he was going to be doing it. I didn't even think he would actually upload it, but it made its way onto the channel. Most of the subscribers I had abandoned their accounts, so it's pretty much like starting from square one. But we pretty much picked up from where we left off. We started the channel up by pretty much just doing stop motions every week. Hard to believe we could make them so quickly. They improved a lot since our first film, BeefyPenguin9, and were lots of fun to make. We also wanted to do other things, so we came up with the idea of doing a history show about Club Penguin. We named it Club Penguin 101, and on May 30th of 2014, the first ever episode was up. It took a few episodes to get a following, but after the Olaf Puffle episode, not only Club Penguin 101, but all of BeefyPenguin9 grew in popularity. Viewers kept submitting topics, and episodes continued to be uploaded. It was great. Things have continued to grow and expand ever since. I recently broke 2,000 subscribers and launched a website. It's really been an amazing journey looking back at it now. What started as just a channel with some terrible Club Penguin toy videos has evolved into all of this. It's kinda crazy for me to believe ZJ and I decided to not make a new channel and just go back to BeefyPenguin9 too. But we probably wouldn't be doing all of this if it wasn't for you guys watching and commenting on our videos. We love knowing you guys can come and watch our stuff and enjoy it, and thank you for that. Who knows where BeefyPenguin9 will head in the future, but for the time, I'm gonna be thankful for all you guys watching these videos and keeping me going. Until next time, beef it up.